about what's really going on in the world. See, I ain't gonna sugarcoat my situation. Maybe I keep it 100 all the time. Okay? I just look like this. Well, y'all can call me Fatima G. Alright? And I'm giving you real life scenarios about situations that most people prefer not to speak about. Child, I don't know where the hell that came from. You on single life. Sometimes it could be good. Sometimes it could be bad. But not really bad. But bad in the sense of being lonely. Not really having anybody to be up under, be involved with, call on for a little nookie nook, a little late night action. You know what I mean? It gets a little boring after a while, but I can also tell you that there's some good benefits with being single because you get to learn yourself all over again. So this is just my input on single life, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the whole situation here, okay? Because it gets lonely, all right? It gets real lonely, especially at night. I think that I'm absolutely fine during the day, but at nighttime, baby, I be wanting somebody to cuddle up under. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to call my own. Someone I could be like, my man, my man, my man. Anything like me, then I feel like you enjoy your own space, which is a good thing because you don't have to really deal with other energies or other people's attitudes and all that other stuff. But like I said, it gets lonely. All right, it really does get lonely. Now, I'm not gonna lie, child. I have been single for almost 8 years now, probably 9. I have lost count. That's how long it's been. It's been a while. My last relationship was in 2016. Child, y'all do the math. I don't have time for all that right now, child. It's been so long. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Even though I have been single, I have been dating. I have been trying to date. So I feel like that is the bad thing about being single is having to put yourself out there and mingle all over again and meet new people because it's kind of like when you meet somebody you're kind of settled and you're used to that person, regardless if they're a good person or they're a bad person, you kind of get used to dealing with them, which is not a good thing when you're comfortable with a person's action, especially if their actions aren't aligning with your whole purpose of being in this relationship. Okay, see, I date to marry, meaning I am dating to be in a committed relationship, and a lot of the men that I have attracted throughout the years are, I don't know, I would say dating to fuck because that's what it's giving. Child, I be trying not to curse, but they dating to have sex. Okay, now ain't nothing wrong with a little date night action, but baby, if I'm into you, then sex is just not gonna cut it for me. I want a little bit more, so I really try not to get myself involved now that I am a little bit older because I'm 37 years old now, y'all. Even though I don't look like it, but child, I am. I'm 37 years old. I want something more serious right now. After I ended my last relationship, I really wasn't on that type of time because I have been hurt by that person. So I kind of was like just looking for someone to fill that void that I was missing when it came to that relationship that I was in previously. But after being involved with people, and I know I can't be the only person. It's like you meet somebody and your whole mindset is, okay, we gonna do whatever we do, be a little intimate, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be that. But there was a situation where, I was doing well until I, met this one person. It was like, okay, maybe, this feels a little good, maybe, what I'm saying? And not only was the sex good, but it was just like the whole connection between me and him and whatever the case may be. But, if that ended up prolonging a little bit longer than I expected it to prolong, but at the end of the day, we end up still being nowhere. Okay? So, single life is kind of like, you get to work on yourself. You get to, focus on yourself and the things that you need to change in your life. But like I said, it gets really lonely. And me about being single is like I said, I like my alone time. I can be in a relationship with somebody, but I cannot be under somebody 24/7. Okay, I think we can all agree. Now, some of y'all may be a little bit clingier than others, but I'm not that type of girlfriend where I am clingy. I enjoy your company. I enjoy being up under you, but I do also enjoy my own space. And I also feel like, when you are in a relationship and you're up under someone 24/7, then that is when, like, the tension and all that shit, occurs in the relationship because y'all get tired of seeing one another. I feel like I need to miss my man, okay? I want to miss my man. I want to know what it feel like to miss my man. So when see my man once again, then we all over each other, baby. Ain't nothing gonna tell us apart, baby. We on each other like motherfucking gravy on rice, okay? So we need a little space, you know. But being single, you get a little bit too much space. You know what I'm saying? You just want that one particular person. I am not the type to date around or date more than one person because my feelings get a little bit involved. Okay, especially if I'm feeling you on another level or whatever the case may be. Now, I try not to lead with sex. Now, I'm gonna be honest, child. In the past, if I wanted to smash, you was gonna get smashed. I didn't give a damn, baby. I was that woman that, okay, he look good. I wonder what he feel like in the bedroom, child. I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm trying to like slow my roll a little bit and try not to lead with sex so much because, child, I keep it real over here. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you was to say that that's not how you would lead a relationship, that maybe that's not how. But I feel like some of y'all be, exaggerating a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Not really keeping it real. Now, if you have sex on the first night, you have sex on the first night. Now, I've had sex on the first night, and sometimes I haven't had sex on the first night. It's just what it is, what it is. But now I'm trying not to do that anymore because I've noticed that me having sex with a man early on, it can end up being kind of stuck in that situation to where we're only meeting up to have sex. And like I said, I want a little bit more. Okay, I want a little bit more. I don't want to just have sex. I want an intimate encounter with you. I want to, spend time with you. I want to go on trips. I want to go on dates. I want to do all that thing. So I'm trying to kind of change up my approach on the whole situation here. Okay, so the good thing is about being single is you get to learn yourself and learn what it is that you don't want. And I've learned that me not wanting to just be involved with somebody because of sex and me wanting a little bit more, that I had to learn that I have to stop leading my relationships with sex because that's ultimately how it ends up. Now, for some people, like I have done that and ended up in a relationship, right? And at some point, it doesn't happen like that all the time. Another good thing about being single for me is I don't have to answer to anybody. You meaning I don't have to answer my phone. I don't have to, compromise. I can do basically what I want to do when I want to do it, and I don't have to, get an okay from my significant other. And I say that because I am the type of person when I am in a relationship, before I do certain things, I will go to my spouse and be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, or I kind of give my spouse a rundown of my daily activities. Now, I like to do I like to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Meaning, I'm not gonna do anything to disrespect you, but if I want to go out with my friends, I don't want it to be any problems. Now, I've been in a situation where I've dated someone, and if I wanted to go out, it was a problem. Now, he would not say it was a problem, but his actions showed that it was a problem. Okay, I dated one of those guys, and then I dated another guy that was just blatantly did not want me to hang around my friends or things like that. So I'm not really good with people telling me what to do, right? And in certain situations, nowadays, if you date a guy, he wants to fully control your life and what you do because of his own insecurities. So I feel like the good thing about me being single is I don't really have to, be like, hey, I'm going to go do this. I can go do what the fuck I want to do, and I ain't got to worry about all that stuff. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do understand being in a relationship, you have to compromise, which is understandable. I do have to, let my spouse know that, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is my plans, whether he's agree with it or not, I feel like it's best that I let my spouse know what's going on. I'm that type of girlfriend, right? You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to hang with my friends, and we're going to end up hanging out all day, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, and I'm going to call you and check in and let you know, okay, if the plans have changed, I'm going to call you and I'm going to let you know in this and this and that. I'm that type of girlfriend. Now, I'm saying this because I have dated men that, may not agree with some of the things. Mind you, I'm a very respectful girlfriend. So if I go out in public, there's nothing that you have to worry about, especially when it comes to men trying to holler at me, baby. I'm not for it. Like, I'm in a relationship. I would say that even when I'm single, child, I'd be like, I'm in a relationship if I'm not interested. I know I can't be the only one that does that. Because I'd be like, baby, I'm in a relationship. If I'm not interested. So just imagine me being in a relationship. I'm gonna say that off rip. I'm in a relationship, and I do not disrespect my partner because I don't want my partner to disrespect me. So being single, you really don't have to worry about it. It's rather your choice if you want to talk to that person or not. It's rather your choice if you want to go, hang with your friends or not. You really don't have to like, tell anybody nothing or get the okay in a sense. And people will say, well, you say that for marriage. I just feel like it just works better. Good thing about being single is if you live by yourself, and anybody knows that some men may be a little messier than others, you ain't got to clean up after nobody. Okay? You ain't got to deal with nobody snoring. You ain't got to deal with nobody doing none of that. You really don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's, like I said, it's good because it gets you familiar with who you are and what you're going to be okay with and what you can deal with and what you can't deal with and certain things like that. So when you do get in another relationship, you know what I'm saying? I feel like with me being single so long that now I know exactly what I want out of a partner. So now I won't lead with sex so much. I can like look at certain qualities of that person and make it seem like, okay, well, make it seem, or let me know that if this is someone that I want to be involved with or not, right? So I'm kind of like, before being single so long, y'all, I would probably like jump into certain situations without even getting to know a person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because there's chemistry there. I like you, you fine, I want to be with you, your sex good, or whatever the case may be, child. Let's just, go ahead and be in a relationship. Now it's certain things that I pay attention to, red flags and things like that. So I move a lot slower. Before I would move quicker, but now I'm moving a lot slower. So like I said, the good thing about being single is you kind of learn what it is that you want and what it is that you do not want in a person or a partner. Okay, now we're gonna get into the bad things about being single, because the bad things about being single is loneliness. And who wants to be lonely? Now, I don't want to make it all about sex, but that intimate encounter with somebody, being cuddled up under somebody, being going to bed with somebody, having somebody to come home to at night, you know what I'm saying, having somebody to talk to, it gets lonely, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go through stuff all through the day, and it's like you come home, you don't have nobody else to talk to, especially for me, I don't have anybody to really talk to about my day because, like, I'm kind of like an introvert, you know what I'm saying? Popular loner kind of like situation. People know of me, but I don't hang around people like that. I'm to myself. So I got to keep a lot of that shit. Hell, I got y'all to talk to now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk to y'all. I ain't got nobody to go run down, my day with and stuff like that. So I feel like that's just like the negatives about being, single. It's like you gotta keep a lot of or most of your stuff in, especially if you don't have a, YouTube channel or you're not a content creator and stuff like that, where you talk to your audience or talk to your, supporters or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep a lot of that in. I feel like that's the part that we're missing at nighttime. I feel like that is like the worst for me. That's when I get really lonely because I love to lay up under a man. Like, it's nothing like laying on a man's chest and rubbing on him and stuff like that. See, I'm that girlfriend, child. I be up under you, okay? When I want to be up under you, I'm up under you, okay? I'll be all up on you, child. I just miss that intimate encounter, like watching movies, cuddling, going out on dates and things like that. I don't know. I'm kind of weird. Like, I'd rather go out on a date with somebody that I'm familiar with versus going out on a date with somebody new. Am I the only person like that? Like, I'm not gonna feel comfortable, especially if I'm just not meeting you. That could be my issue, y'all. That could be my problem. I don't know. I just want what I want, and I'm an Aries. We want what we want. And if we can't have it, then we don't want shit at all. It's just that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I'm more comfortable with going out with people that I know. All right, like, and I do be wanting to open up and date new people, but child, The way the world's set up today, child, you never know what you gonna get or who you gonna get. Cause everybody be shape shifting. Everybody can pretend like they somebody and really ain't nobody. And everybody can pretend like they that person for you and really don't be. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe my future husband will see me on my YouTube channel and just say, "Hey, that's my wife." And and come wife me or slide in my DM or slide chat or whatever the case may be, child. So that's what I'm really hoping. But me having to go out and meet people, I really, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's just me. I have to know you in order to actually go out. A lot of men, their first mind meeting me is that, I just date around and stuff. I don't know, because when I do get comfortable with a man, I'm comfortable. So or it's just the fact that I'm an introvert, but I'm also an extrovert. If you know, then you know what I'm talking about. You know where I'm coming from, right? Where you can be an introvert, where you like to be in the house all the time. But when you're around or amongst other people, you know how to keep the crowd going. You know how to entertain other people. You know how to be the life of the party. So that's kind of how I am. But I ain't gonna lie, it takes me a while. I'm not like walking in the house, hey, unless I know y'all. Now, if I know everybody in the room, a majority of people in the room, child, I'm coming in a turn. Like, hey, what's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? But if I don't know everybody, I know one or two people, it's gonna take me a while before when I get comfortable. When I do get comfortable, you gonna vibe me. You gonna love my little energy. You gonna love that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the men that I date, they automatically assume that I'm just out here dating a lot of men, and it don't even be that booty. It don't be like booty. I promise you. If I dated you, it's because I was comfortable with your ass. Okay? I was comfortable enough with you to date you. But I don't get comfortable with that many people that very quickly. Like, it takes me a while. And even if I'm comfortable with you, I'm very selective on who I go out in public with. It's no shade or anything like that. It's just I'm very selective, because people can act one way, like I said, and be a totally different way. So I want to make sure that when I go out with you, I know that, once we start taking a couple of shots, that you going to act accordingly, because, baby, I don't get out of character, especially after I have had a couple of drinks. That's just not me. But I think that's the only bad thing for me when it comes to being single, the loneliness. And I think that everybody can agree with that. Being lonely at nighttime, especially at nighttime, is like the worst. Because you be wanting somebody to be laid up under. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody to call your man, your man, your man, your man. Even if it ain't your man, child. They be my man in my head, child. I ain't got no sneaker league. I ain't got no nothing right now. Right now, I am dry. But that's okay. Because I know that eventually I would meet my husband. Okay? Because the next man I get with and actually settle down with is going to be my husband. Like, I don't care. That's why I have been single for so long, because it's like I've been in 2 serious relationships. My first one was like 6 years, which I wouldn't even consider that a relationship. We just had a child together. That was a situation where, it started off as something else and then ended up in a relationship. And then the next one was like 7, almost 8 years. So every situation I have gotten in, it lasts a long time. Even with my sneak leaks, y'all. Like, we don't be in a relationship where we might as well be in a relationship as long as we be messing around with each other, but we just don't be connecting like that, like the way we supposed to be. So pretty much it. I feel like the very good thing about being single is you get to know yourself and you get to understand what it is that you want in a particular partner, what you're looking for in a spouse. All right. The only complaint that I do have is being lonely, because nobody really likes to be lonely. But other than that, me being single so long, and like I said, in previous relationships I have led with sex. Now I'm on some type of time where I want to get to know you first, because child knows I love me some good sex, and I am just that person. I like what I like. I'm an Aries, but definitely stay single as long as you could. Okay, that way you'll understand what it is that you want out of a partner, right? And therefore, when you do get in that next relationship, that's gonna be for your forever relationship. See, the next relationship that I get in, or the next person that I get involved with, we gonna be together forever. If we locked in, ain't no switching up, baby. You think you finna get rid of me? No, okay. But that's because we're gonna take the time to get to know each other. So there's more good in being single than it is bad. The only bad part is being lonely. But that was my video, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely drop a comment down below and let me know if you're single, how it feels, like what you're going through right now. What is your mindset on being single? Like, I cannot be the only one. And let me know the good and the bad and ugly, whatever it is for you. But until next time, y'all, peace, love, ashe. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all know every time I upload my new videos. Because I'm going to keep the videos coming. But until next time, peace.